you're expecting this weekend.
It is a busy time right over here. TV meteorologist John Sussford says this could be historic.
Right now we're taking a live look. I'm sorry, guys, take it.
Yeah, no problem, Patrick and Michael. Yeah, this could be an historical event, unfortunately in a bad way, because of the fact we could be talking about record amounts of rainfall, Chris. And it's just really unbelievable. We take a look at this radar and look at this plume of moisture. Well, first of all, as you can see, how it's all coming up and moving rapidly to the north, and then eventually it's going to start to tilt and pivot back over in our direction, Chris.
And we're tracking that, John, this tropical moisture right here, loaded with a lot of it. And it's about 4 hours away from here. So between 7 and 8 is when that heavier downpours will start, and we'll see waves of it all night long.
And you know what time that is? That's high school football games this evening. So be careful out there, because we're going to start to see some street flooding. Notice we've just had just off and on rain showers, some of them producing some moderate to heavy downpours of rain, but this is nothing compared to what's even going to hit us over the next 24 to 48 hours. It's amazing, Chris, because we've had 1 inch of rain from little tiny showers. That shows you how deep this tropical moisture that's in place now, and it's only going to get worse.
The ground is saturated, and we're going to get a lot more than that. The hurricane way out to sea, but the influence still going to send that rain back in. And, John, these numbers that continue to be consistent are troubling.
Very, very consistent. The computer models have been showing around a foot of rain possible. Now, there's going to be a bullseye, as Chris was talking about, across the area. So it's that 14 inches might be a little farther east or maybe a little bit farther south. But look at this. All of South Carolina through the mountains of North Carolina could see as much as a foot of rain. And that's not even the worst problem. I mean, it's going to be a big problem, all this rain, because you're going to see flooding. But then we're going to be talking about some strong winds.
We're going to be watching that very closely, John, because wind speeds today have already been pretty gusty. 14 mile per hour sustained right now. And this is sustained winds, not the gusts, staying at 20, John.
Yeah, and then gusts, we're talking up to possibly 40 to 45 miles per hour. That's going to knock over some trees because of the saturated soil. And the trees are going to land on power lines. We're going to be having power outages, so it's just going to be a real mess this entire weekend.
Windy conditions start tomorrow morning and really continue throughout the whole day here. We're talking about, at times, 40 to 45 mile per hour wind gusts. And look what time that is. A big football game going on just south of here in Clemson. We'll be watching that very closely because, John, power outages will be a concern all day tomorrow.
And the rivers and streams are going to rise very quickly. So if you live close to a river or stream or in a floodplain, you need to have a plan of action right now. It's going to be too late, because this heavy rain really is going to kick into gear, I think, late tonight through tomorrow and all the way through tomorrow night. And some of this rainfall rates could be as high as 3 to 4 inches per hour. That is just unbelievable. This is tropical moisture in place, and this is going to be quite the storm system. This kind of takes me back to maybe the remaining